Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel Physicssurjee, and here we are with a double announcement that has been pending for the last 1 month. But there were quite a few reasons why I kept this pending, right? Initially, I was supposed to launch the 2024 crash course for the JEE Advanced students and 2025 aspirants JEE Advanced detailed course of 60 weeks. These were both pending from the first week of April, but there were few glitches that I had to address in my Physicssurjee app, right? The web viewing of lectures was under security maintenance, so I didn't want to launch new course for the students, and initial impression of the app would not be great if students were supposed to watch all the lectures on small screen of mobile phone. So all the old students, 2023 aspirants, they were very quite understanding, and they were kept somewhere around 14 to 16 days away from the web viewing of lectures. Thank God, we they were able to complete some of the syllabus from the mobile viewing, but now all of those things are addressed. And also for iOS users, so there is also a surprise reveal that iOS devices are also activated for all 2023, 2024, and 2025 courses that are going to be there and already going to be launched. So all this excitement and also the pending announcements of 2024 crash course and 2025 detailed course will be mentioned. And also, as you could see at the bottom of the thumbnail, lots of requests has been pouring in the last 1 month regarding the chapter wise availability of the courses, especially the ones which are slightly expensive in comparison to an average online course, right? So because it is a 60-week course, 2024 detailed course was launched 60 weeks. Even 2025 detailed course, which is going to be a 60-week course, paying the entire amount for certain students was slightly difficult, right? So I'll address those things, and chapter wise courses will be made available, right? And an easy conversion from chapter wise to full batch is also explained in this particular video. So with all that excitement, let's move in. So this is a quick review of what's going to be there in the video. So we'll start updating 2024 detailed course, which has been already launched. Remember, 2024 detailed course, where a parallel teaching of 11th syllabus and 12th syllabus has already started in the first week of April, and it will run till November end of 2023, right? So we'll be finishing the entire syllabus in a detailed manner by November 2023. A video has been developed already. So for those who are interested in the detailed course of 2024, the link of that video announcement is in the description below or I button above. You can go there and check. And only important thing that I want to update is that there is a chapter wise availability also from now onwards. So next we will move on to the much awaited 2024 JEE Advanced Crash Course launch. Okay, so what are the features and price, coupon codes, syllabus schedule of the 2024 crash course, etc., will be told first, right? So I'm picking that as the first part in the video. Then the JEE 2025 aspirants have been patiently waiting to purchase the courses. So I will be talking about the detailed course, when will the syllabus start and when will the syllabus end, by what time, so that students have sufficient time next year during the revision part also. Syllabus schedule, therefore, will be explained very in detail. And also for those students, whether it is 2024, whether it is 2025, whether it is detailed full batch or a crash course, which is a shorter course, right? If someone has already purchased a chapter of that particular course, we can call it a subset of that particular course, and you want to, let's say, uh, join a full course, right? So you purchase part of it and you were impressed with the progress that you found, right? Which quite often happens with the students, and you want to come into the full course. How the refunds of those chapters that you have paid will also be explained. Already, this some of you might be knowing who have come from the 2024 detailed course. So this is for the new students. And also at the end, I'll be updating the fact that the web viewing of lectures is now valid in our Physicssurjee app. In the browsers, you can watch the lectures, and also iOS update. Okay, so let me move forward. So before I move forward, all the physics videos that I have produced would not have been possible with the love and support that you have shown till now. So please, in case you are a new student, try to explore the channel. Lots of physics videos are there. Most of them, content that is produced would not be found either in textbooks offline or most of the content that is available in online, at least to my view that I have watched. So it is on par with the best that we have seen. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. There is also a Hindi channel which I've launched. Yes, I have not been able to give enough time to it, but I will be exploring these things once this announcements and commitments on the PhysicsSirjee app and PhysicsSirjee courses are done, because lots of students have paid the amount and they're showing lots of trust to a person whose face is not visible, only his voice is teaching them. So that's a lot of trust I have to live up to. But I am pretty sure that I will be posting lots of content in both the PhysicsSirjee English and the Hindi channel. So please do go there, subscribe, and press the notification bell icon so you might never know when I'll come up with the next some video there. For the new students, these are the only few testimonials, because I have been part of the rank producing teaching groups from 2012 onwards. I have a 17-year teaching experience. So last 10 years I have been I've been privileged to be part of batches, 30 to 40 students every year, top batches in South India. And some of the rank achievements have been posted in my physicssirjee.in, right? And some testimonials videos also have posted in the video, so you can check them out. I will post the link in the I button. Right. So it's a turn of 2024 aspirants now. So if you are a 2025 aspirant, you can skip to the end of the video. So 2024 aspirants, let's start, right? Both freshers and droppers will be addressed. Just a reminder from the 2024 detailed course launch. So whenever there is a detailed course, whether it is 2024 or 2025, I prefer to split the syllabus of a detailed course. Remember, I keep saying detailed course into these 24 parts. You could see on the left side, this is called 11th class syllabus according to me. 11th syllabus is generally bigger chunk as compared to 12th, because 11th students start early, somewhere around in April, and they go till somewhere around February end. And second year, which is the 12th, they have lesser time because they want to finish the syllabus by maybe October, November, so that they have enough time for the revision. So this is the only reason why I split it like this. So the 24 parts doesn't mean 24 weeks. So each part or a chapter in brackets, I have written the number of weeks according to the detailed syllabus that I teach. Okay. So this is something that we will be focusing on whenever we address a detailed course in our channel. Okay. So detailed course of either 2024 aspirants or 2025. So keep this in mind. Right. So just a reminder, there has already been a 2024 aspirants detailed course. So if you go into the PhysicsSirjee app, how to go to the app, or the access to the app either through mobile or through the web browser or through an iOS device, all those things are given in the description below, or the um, pinned comment, so you can go and access. So you go to the store section, there you'll find some thumbnails. Read the thumbnail very carefully. So you'll see, once the word detailed course is there, it is a course which will assume that the students are doing that chapter for the first time and are aiming for the best possible rank in JEE Advanced, even to the level of INPHO. So the course starts from the basics and goes up till that JEE Advanced plus level. Okay, right. But it doesn't cross the limits of JEE Advanced, right? So you can say up till INPHO relevant stuff. So already this course has started so on April 10th, and parallel teaching of 11th and 12th are going on, because this is 2024 course, right? So students will be writing exam next year. So I can't take 1 year to teach it. So even though this is a 59-week teaching, there are parallel teachings of 11th and 12th happening. So the schedule is there. You can find the schedule of this particular course in the description below, or the um, pinned comment. So already first coupon code has been expired for 100 students. So the second coupon code is still active. So it will be active till the batch admission limit is there, right? Sorry. Batch admission limit will be 500, but this coupon code will be active up till the next 100 students. So once the number of students reach 200, the second code will be expired, and we will continue at the full price up till 500 batch admission limit. I'm not expecting the students to reach 500 going by the present trend, but definitely 200 will be crossed within few more days. Okay, so I'm just giving you a heads up. And Syllabus plans were explained. Students who are only taking 12th class detailed course, their syllabus completion date was explained already. And students who are taking 11th class detailed course, their syllabus completion date was explained. And all the course features, content, everything was explained during the last video. So please check it out. Now, why I brought the detailed course thing into existence is at that time I did not talk about the announcement of the chapter wise courses. So lots of students who were not able to pay complete, they want to study, and over a period of time they wanted to pay the amount of whatever these prices are, right? So these prices for them, paying it at the start, it was not the trust issue, it seems. That's what they told me, right? It's more about convincing their parents to pay this much amount at the start. So they were requesting for installments. Again, I don't have that option in my app. So the best way or an alternative way of installments is to release the chapter wise parts of these courses, which is what most students polled. Also, you see the latest community post poll, 50% above for requesting for the chapter wise courses. So now what I'll do is, in order to maintain uniformity and easy tracking of the chapters, you see this 2024 detailed course thumbnail. So the thumbnails of all the chapters of this course would almost look the same. The format will be the same. Only difference is you have to check the chapter here. So this is going to be the gravitation 2024 detailed course thumbnail. So this is the wave optics, which is for 12th class, and electrostatics, whenever it releases, it will be of this form. So students who have not yet joined detailed course, they can keep purchasing the chapter wise courses. And whenever they feel like they want to be part of detailed course, once their parents and they themselves have got an idea of what Janardhan sir or physicsssirjee app is providing them, and they're pretty sure that things go in schedule. I'm a quite a disciplined guy, and I request the students also to be disciplined. So if our principles are matching and our passion for getting through to JEE Advanced is matching, then you can be part of the full course, and then all these chapter-wise courses amounts will be refunded to you once you join the detailed course. So all that procedure has been already talked about. Only thing in this video I want to announce is these thumbnails are now going to be available. You can start purchasing them. Okay, right? Only difference is according to the schedule, whenever gravitation is there in the detailed course, I'll release gravitation a week later as a chapter wise course. This is to ensure that I take the doubts of the students in a proper manner. If the chapter wise students and the detailed students, full course students are coming simultaneously, it might cause some inconvenience to me itself, right? So I have to manage two doubts groups in the app. So I'll do that with 1 week gap. Okay, so that all the doubts in the detailed course of a particular chapter are done, and then students can be part of the single chapter course, and I can provide my time to them without any bias. Okay, so this is to ensure all students are seen equally. Students who pay me a lot and students who are paying just for gravitation, I want to address them in an equal manner. So maybe if any delay is there in launching a chapter wise course as per the schedule, so please download the schedule, keep a track of what is going on in the detailed courses, so that you'll know when the chapter wise part is going to get released. Okay, so again, I'm showing these pictures so that you will have an idea. Right now, we are in gravitation is done. So next week, we are going to, in 11th class, start units, dimensions, error analysis, measurement, vernier calipers, screw gauge. That will be for 1 week. And in 12th, we are actually starting electrostatics without capacitors part, which will run for 3 weeks. So these are the things you need to be ready. And whenever you're choosing a chapter-wise course, right? Thumbnails may be old ones, new ones, right? Always read the description of the course name under the thumbnail. So I'm just giving you a grammar of reading it, right? I'm explaining it in such detail so that students are not confused. Okay, students have a good idea of what they are purchasing, so that you don't make a wrong purchase, because there is no concept of refund. Refund only if you join a full course. No, any course that you have purchased, you cannot ask for a refund. Okay, so this is a syntax or grammar, or if you are an organic chemistry student, maybe you can call it a nomenclature of how I name the course. So the first part in any detailed course, remember this is for detailed course, any detailed course, because there are 24 parts, no? I told you that 59 weeks divided into 24 parts of chapters. So the first name in a bracket or number in a bracket represents a sequence. So according to me, the rotational mechanics is the eighth chapter of any detailed course, whether you are a 2024 aspirant or a 2025 aspirant. So that would be this. This year represents the availability of that course till what date? When I write 24, it is 2024 JEE advanced date. Whenever it is, you will have all the content access, my doubts group, everything with you till that day. This is the chapter name. It's obvious. And here it will be written whether it is a detailed course or a crash course. So this is the nomenclature. This is the syntax or grammar. Okay. So, and if it is a JE 2025, you will have 2025. Here you will have gravitation. Or here, if weeks are not represented, then it's a 1 week course. Okay. Right. So that's the syntax. And people who are buying 2024 detailed chapter wise courses, these are the old thumbnails. I'll try to replace them. I don't have time. From new thumbnail onwards, I'll try to present them in this format. You could see gravitation, wave optics, electrostatics. But I'm planning to replace these old ones. I took a lot of time to create them. They are close to my heart. I know they're not that great, but I took a lot of time in representing the pictures and all that. But to avoid confusion, I'll try to make all of these also into the same thumbnail as the 2024 detailed course. Okay, so just give me time. Till then, read the name of the course. Okay, so 08 JE 2024. If you click on this, you'll get the full name, 4 weeks detailed course. Like that, you keep purchasing, and maybe whenever you like, you can join the full batch. Okay, so try to read the name of the course carefully to choose. Okay, now the whole issue before I launch the crash course of JE 2024 is whether to take a crash course or a detailed course. This I addressed last time also when a detailed course I launched, but the question becomes even more confusing for students called droppers. Students who are writing JEE this year and decided that they will attempt it one more time, they are called droppers. In our South Indian language, we used to call them as repeaters. Okay, repeaters looks like even more negative word. Okay, so I was called a repeater when I repeated in 2002. Okay, so I have a decent knowledge as a teacher and also a dropper myself, what kind of dilemmas we undergo. So I already, this slide is the old slide that I explained in the previous detailed course launch also. You ask yourself simple questions, right? Step by step, unbiased. Close your eyes, ask yourself. There are two kinds. One, dropper is a person who failed to achieve JEE rank. It's as simple as that. Now, why did you fail in JEE Advanced? Because either you can lack in-depth conceptual understanding, or you have conceptual understanding, but you don't have problem-solving ability. Because I told you many times, in JEE Advanced, 95% of the questions, final exam questions, are based on problem solving. But you should also understand that problem solving ability will get hampered or disturbed if your understanding itself is wrong. You don't know what to apply. That is lack of conceptual understanding. So you first decide whether you have this or not. If there is a lack of in-depth conceptual understanding, then even if you are a dropper, I would say you should take a detailed course. But that detailed course should end early. That's why I put the 2024 parallel teaching detail course, which ends in November. So you have a chance in December or January to go for another revision course, either with me or with someone else. It's up to you. Okay. But imagine you are very good with your conceptual understanding, but it's just the practice that you want. Then you can go for a crash course. And my crash course, what I do is I generally do the theory part also in a very, very quick manner. But that will not be as detailed as my detailed course. So let me be very honest. A lot of students say my crash course last year was actually equivalent to a detailed course. That's what they told me. And last year they didn't have a choice. I didn't have a detailed course for 2023 aspirants. So they didn't have a choice. Maybe that pushed me in developing that crash course in that exclusive, comprehensive manner. So many hours of teaching and all that. So you count the number of teaching hours and number of problems per hour within that crash course. That's huge. Okay. And I'll have a similar course this year also. Obviously, that's why it's slightly priced above the usual crash courses that you will find on the web from big institutes and big names. Uh, but it is still lesser than the detailed course. Obviously, there is a difference between a 60-week course and a 14-week course. So that's why you make a decision, first of all, whether you want to be part of detailed course or a crash course. Remember, as a dropper, you have a chance of the detailed course now in April. You will not have the detailed course choice in December. Okay, so you have two choices now. If you are taking it later, then you have only crash course. Clear? Okay. So for those who are looking out for 2024 detailed course, parallel teaching, whether you want 11th, you have separate choice. Whether you want 12th, you have separate choice. 11th plus 12th, you have separate choice. And now you have chapter-wise choices also. Okay. So these are the thumbnails you are supposed to look out for. The most important thumbnail being the bottom one, where chapter-wise courses also will release in this thumbnail. Okay. Right. Checklist for detailed course. You pause the video here, read through. I've already explained all the things about what you should look for a good detailed course. Okay, so just pause and read it, or go back to my detailed course launch video from April 1st or 2nd, and then go through what I said at that time. I don't want to waste your time here. Okay, now with that decision I asked you to take, if you are a 2024 aspirant, JEE 2024 aspirant. That means you are writing JEE Advanced next year. Whether you are a fresher, whether you are a dropper. Let's imagine you have decided you want to take the crash course now, 14 weeks. So I'm going to launch it now. Right. So what are the choices you have? Again, within the JEE Advanced crash course of 14 weeks, this is the present thumbnail. This is the first batch. I'll call it as first batch. Right. Later batches will be launched for the students who are part of my detailed courses. For them, this is not it. Okay. You have a chapter wise purchase also in this, because students tend to always convince their parents by having some chapters done and then show the progress to themselves and their parents, and then convince, okay, fine, with Janardhan sir's teaching or physicsssirjee applications provisions, the kind of features I give for crash course, DPPs, then doubt solving and all that. Remember, DPPs are not just markings from some standard books or something like that. It is amalgamation of lot of experiences, problem solving techniques, and even last 10 years my students error list. So toppers, they commit errors, they become problems in those things. So that is huge amount of experience that or wealth that you could ask for in this crash course. So those things, if you want to be part of, right? But you want to pay only initially chapter wise. So the sequence of the syllabus I'll show. The first chapter is rotation. It will look like this. You can see the thumbnail looks similar, but always read the name or the thumbnail's picture. Okay. So second one is the ray optics, error analysis, measurement, screw gauge, vernier calipers. This one. Second. Third one will be the thermal physics, like that. So these are the thumbnails. Okay. So this is the price. Last year we started out with 10,000, right, for batch one. Okay, 10,000 was the initial amount, and then it went to 12,000 with the initial discount done for early 50 code. Then it will come. So highest price was 12, but most students paid 10,000 at the start. Now I'm reducing it to even 1,000 less. So it would be 8,999 with a discount coupon, crash 1,000. Okay, so this is the discount coupon code. Please do apply it, and it is the 14 weeks course. All the features of the course are explained very clearly here. Okay, right. And uh, my suggestion is, if you have already decided it is a crash course, please try to take it now itself. Right. And this crash 1,000 code has been only activated for first 100 students, irrespective of which date it gets over. Whether you purchase it now, I don't know. I cannot figure out how many 2024 students are there. That's why I took the poll. But generally, my estimates are very underestimates. When I estimate 50 students join, there will be somewhere around 250 students that joined last year. So something of that sort. In the initial 2 weeks, 250 students joined. Overall number of students crossed 600 to 700 in the 2023 crash course. So I was underestimating myself because I thought the price was higher. So now the price is 8,999 for 14 weeks. Remember, 14 weeks is my content completion, but this course availability will be there till JEE Advanced 2024 date. That means more than a year from now. Most probably, I'm expecting it to be in May. So what do you get in that? You get the newly added syllabus, then weekly planner every week, what to do, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. Reading suggestions pages from NCRT for each chapter. Printed reading assignments. I already told you what's the source. Doubts group in English and Hindi within the app. Live till JEE Advanced 2024. Solutions and explanations provided on the same day, if not the same hour. Okay, so you post the thing, you will get the doubt on the same hour. But if I'm busy in some lecture recording, I come out and I see and I explain. Average of all problem solving techniques, including bonus tricks and unseen shortcuts. Right. Some of them would be seen because you have followed my 270 odd videos in Physicssurjee channel, but for others who are new, they'll be unseen. Recorded lectures with timetable. This is very important. So the recording lectures would be available later also. So if you are not joining as part of the schedule, imagine you are watching this video 2 months later and you are joining. Maybe this prize won't be available, but lectures will definitely be available. Selected problems, including in DPPs from Pathfinder, SBT, Irido, Kroto, 200 puzzling problems, you name it. I can't fill this one. The thumbnail gets exhausted here. So Russian, Chinese school Olympiad problems for JEE. I don't dump all the Olympiad problems and say it is JEE advanced level. Remember that. I pick and choose questions which have the essence or the flavor of JEE Advanced, or it can become a future JEE Advanced question. Convert these subjective questions into objective type, which suit the JEE standards, and then put them in the DPP. Same thing I've done for Pathfinder SBT also. SBT on a wholesale is a subjective book, right? The conversion was done painstakingly last year during my 2023 course because lots of students were asking for selected problems. And once in the first 2 weeks, I started giving selected problems, those selected lists started getting exposed in the Telegram groups, which I didn't like because it takes me hours to go through each and every problem and then select them. So I didn't want them. If I want to give them for free, then I should. It should not be pirated into without my uh, you should say permission. Or second important thing, a lot of students complain to me saying that problems list that they are paying for. Remember, this part was part of this payment. They didn't want that to be part of the competition who are finding it for free. Okay, so what I did from the third week was I started putting those selected problems into the DPPs, which are available with this course. Okay, so keep that in to mind. And every weekend, this is the most important part. Once your doubt solving everything is done, you will also have a JEE advanced level test with detailed solutions. This is important. So test will be on Sunday, let's suppose, and next day another syllabus will start, so we'll not be having much time to discuss, right? But detailed solutions along with the segregated analysis of easy, moderate, tough questions to give you an idea of how well you have progressed in that particular week, so that you can look forward to the next week. So all that done. So remember this code, apply it, get it for just 8,999 for 1 year. Okay, right, up till JEE Advanced 2024. iOS device access, this is a new thing. Even for the old students, this is now available. So check the description. You will be able to do it on your own. App access, if you are new, whether you want it through phone or web browsers, it is there in the pinned comment. Please understand, PDFs or DPPs can be only viewed through app. Lectures can be viewed through both web browser and app. Please understand that. Okay, right. So now let's have a look at the syllabus planner and what is the 14 weeks that I was talking about, what is the sequence and all that. I've kept the similar sequence to whatever 2023 JEE Advanced Crash Course is. I keep heavyweight topics at the start and then sequentially go. And let's say week 3, I teach one particular problem solving technique, which will be useful in another chapter. Even though in our syllabus that chapters are not in sequence, that is how I do it. I do AC phasors first and then use those phasors in a later chapter of damped and forced oscillations. Okay, so you could see that's how the syllabus planning has been done. Okay, so I'll also show you a weekly planner sample also. Okay, right. So let me go to that web page. Yeah. So this is the syllabus planner. Those who have not yet purchased the course also, they can find this syllabus planner PDF in the description below or in the pinned comment. So you can just download and check through. I'll just go through it. So the first page is simple thumbnail. Okay. And then simple instructions that this is a crash course of 14 weeks. You could see, right? And this is the first batch. Based on the response, it is safe to say our course is more detailed than usual detailed courses available. I would say my detailed course is much better, but yeah. So if you are looking for a crash course, then look no further. This is the course that you will have with in-depth analysis and all the teachings available. Even though concepts and theory are covered from basics, it is done in a slightly quicker manner as compared to our own detailed course of 60 weeks. I'm comparing it with my 60 weeks detailed course. This slightly quicker manner is still going to be slow enough so that I give even buffer weeks in between so that the syllabus gets covered in a proper manner for the students. Okay. Care is taken, remember, even in a crash course, care is taken to cover exhaustive problem models, techniques, misconceptions, shortcuts that are essential for rank boosting in the competitive world of JEE Advanced. This is very, very important part. Okay. Please read all the course content features below the course thumbnail, right? And the launch video, whatever you're watching, this one I'm talking about. Or if you have any queries, you can DM me inside the app. Just download the app. App is free, can download. So care has been taken to club topics in a week that have similar problem solving methodologies. Like forced oscillations is done after AC, I was telling you. Gravitation and electrostatics have similar problem solving. So I've clubbed them in a single week, maybe week 4 if I remember correctly. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind. So these are the weeks. W represents the week. So first week we start with rotational mechanics. Then we move on to week 2, ray optics, error analysis. Then week 3. After every 3 weeks, we have a buffer week. Okay, so buffer week is a break so that any pending works are supposed to be finished so that you get a breathing space. That's very, very important in any course. Usually, this is not there in any offline big institute courses or any online. So teachings keep coming and going and students keep falling behind. I don't want that to happen. So you could see again another 3 weeks and a buffer week, another 3 weeks and a buffer week, and then you enter modern physics. And finally, the particle mechanics is kept at the end. Okay, so that is because lots of students have multiple teachings and multiple coachings on these topics. When it comes to modern physics, they don't have that multiple teachings and coaching. So that is my way of dealing with the syllabus. Okay, right. Whereas in detailed course, we go in an order. Okay, in the order of the JEE advanced syllabus. So these are the 14 weeks. And here I have given only the names of the chapters. And now in the next page, again, same thing is repeated with all the syllabus that is copied from the JEE Advanced actual wording, synced with JEE Advanced syllabus. So when I say rotation mechanics, this is the print that is there in the actual JEE Advanced syllabus. So you'll have an idea of what is there, what is not there, so that it's very, very clear. So for example, um, diffraction and polarization are there in JEE Advanced syllabus, but optical instruments are not there. So by reading this, you'll know that it is not there. So on and so forth. Okay, all that explains. And also the thumbnails, not to forget which thumbnail to look out for when you are a 2024 aspirant. Detailed course thumbnails are these. Then 2024 crash course thumbnail is this. And I'm going to show the 2025 aspirants thumbnails also once we go into this video. Right. And let me show you the weekly planner. Let's say we go into the week 2 of ray optics. So this is a week 2 syllabus, ray optics, error analysis, vernier calipers, screw gauge. So I keep telling them when to watch lecture 1, what to read before watching lecture 1. If you don't have a classwork of your own in the crash course, then I give the printed PDF suggestions. You can DM me in the app and I will suggest some readings before you watch the lecture 1. Most of the times, that's why lecture 1 is kept on Tuesday so that Monday you can go through quick revision of what is done. Whereas in detailed course, I start teaching from Monday because I am not assuming anything is done from the student's point of view. Okay, so these are the things. And as you keep going down, in case of ray optics, like last year, I told you I marked even Pathfinder questions into level 1, level 2. For me, level 1 doesn't mean MCQ. In MCQ, build and check understanding, you have level 1. And then again, in MCQ build and challenge understanding, you have a level 2. Like that, I put lots of effort. And then these got copied into Telegram groups. So from next week's onwards, that is the heat thermal physics, these questions were put into the DPPs themselves. You will not find these things in the weekly planner. So this is the criteria for level 1, level 2, level 3 selections, even Shashi Bhushan Tiwari and all that. So level 1 is the most highly anticipated questions for JEE Advanced. Okay, so level 3 is for Olympiads, etc. So this is the Shashi Bhushan Tiwari marked questions for ray optics. So you go to heat and thermodynamics weekly planner, which is week 3, right? You could see the similar thing. Right? Here I have not marked anything. I have put them in the DPPs themselves. So DPPs will be very exhaustive. Again, they will contain level 1 and level 2 embedded into them. And these are the NCRT suggested readings. So You see, ray optics, not much reading is there. But when it comes to heat and thermodynamics, there is lots of reading. And so I'm not asking you to read entire parts, but bits and pieces which are important, including the points to ponder or backside exercises, NCERT exemplar problems. Each day, what you're supposed to go through is already printed at the back of the weekly planner. So this is the importance of the weekly planner there. So let me go back to the now coming to the 2025 aspirant. So 2025 aspirants, we are going to have a detailed course. So let's look at the syllabus plan of your full course. Course is going to start on 1st May, just like 2024 crash course also has started on the 1st May. So I forgot to tell this 2024 JEE Advanced crash course, the weekly plan. Let me show back that thing. So I forgot to tell that 2024 crash course. When is it starting? It's starting on 1st May. Okay, so 1st May is Monday. I generally like to start all my courses on Monday because it's all divided into weeks. And with the buffer weeks and 14 weeks teaching, your crash course gets over on the first week of September. You could say August end it gets over so that you have enough time to even go through that. That is 2024. So whereas 2025 aspirants, it's a 60-week course, no parallel teaching. It will start with basic maths and vectors on 1st May. And I'll show you the syllabus plan also. And please understand, if you're a new student, and since you're a 2025 aspirant, I expecting you to be new to my channel. So web viewing of lectures is also enabled. You can have a browser access. The link of how to access it in browser or iPads, etc., is there in the pinned comment or the description below. Check it out. So your 60-week course will start in 1st May and end 1 year later somewhere. Exact dates I'll show you now. Right. So you go into that course description, detailed course. First and foremost, let me announce one thing very important. Uh, I am of the opinion that the number of students in my app and YouTube channel 2023 and 2024 aspirants are more in number compared to 2025. I can gauge that based on the number of emails that I receive, number of requests that I receive for this detailed course. So right now, I'm not able to gauge the enough number of students to launch a full detailed course for 2025. I did the same thing with 2024 last year. So 2025 detailed course schedule is getting launched. May 1st onwards, every week with discipline, with proper um, sequence, I'm going to start giving the teaching and week-wise schedules and all that. But there is no full batch payment as of now. Right now, only chapter-wise is going to be available. And as per whatever plan I'm going to show right now for this 59 to 60 weeks, I'll keep releasing chapter-wise only. Somewhere 1 month later, I will have an idea of how many people are purchasing and how many people are into this, because I will not stop uh, releasing the chapter wise. Once I see the number of purchases cross at least 100, I need a batch of 100 before I can commit to that full course. Because obviously, the full detailed course would be priced at similar value as a 2024 detailed course, which I feel with less number of students, it's not conducive for me, not economically viable for me to launch the detailed course. Also, new students, these 2025 students, they need to develop trust in my teaching also, right? That's the best way of going ahead with the chapter wise available. Chapter wise doesn't mean, again, I'll release the chapter whenever I feel like. No, it will be done in a disciplined manner according to this syllabus plan, which I'm going to show now. These are the instructions in the syllabus plan. I'll show you a PDF. So once we go into 1 month of teaching, we'll be into some mechanics chapters, maybe somewhere around rotation at that point of time. I'm expecting the number of students to cross 100 by that time. Maybe I'm going to be in for a surprise. First chapter itself, let's say 100 students are done, I'll launch it immediately next week. So I need that 100 number of students in 2025 detailed course to announce a full detailed course. Now, as usual, whatever chapter wise purchases by that point students would have made and they are getting converted to 2025 detailed course, I'll refund those amounts. Don't worry. But studies should not stop. Okay, studies should have a plan. Studies should be according to some date wise lectures, so that even 1 month later, when this full course is planned, will continue from where we have left the chapter wise. Please understand. I'll not teach again from basic maths. All the recordings will be there. Students who are joining new, they'll have the recordings so they can purchase. And I'll make sure that there are some gaps also in between the detailed course so that students joining late, they will be able to catch up. But best thing is to start from the May 1st itself. Okay. So this is the instructions in the syllabus plan that I am going to release. So let me show you directly the PDF. I hope you can see. So this is the PDF that you can download from the pinned comment. Watch it, read it very carefully. So the first page is going to be your thumbnail. So this is the thumbnail that you need to look at. All the chapter-wise courses will release with this thumbnail with the name of the chapter here. So this is the syllabus schedule for 2025 detailed 60-week plan. So this is the instructions, as I already showed in the slide. This is the syllabus schedule plan for the detailed course of JEE 2025 11th plus 12th syllabus physics. You will find, that means 1 month later, you will find this. Right now, you will not find the full course payments. Okay, you'll find only chapter wise parts of it after this video is over. So you'll find it with this name later once I merge it into full course in the physicssirjee app. Right now, chapter wise courses are being released as per below plan. Date wise, I'll show you. A month later, the full course will be released and the chapter wise payments will be refunded to the students who are joining the full course. This is done to help students who cannot pay the full amount at the start. Okay, and usually this has to do with either the trust of the student. They may or may not like my teaching. Most of the students like my teaching, but I should not have an ego and tell myself that everyone likes me. It need not be. And a teacher may be good, but a student may not be in sync with his or her style of teaching. So one should accept that. Okay. Chapter wise payments will also, even if they like me, for a father to pay 30,000 plus to a teacher online, especially whose face cannot be seen, is slightly concerning. Okay, so maybe 1 month into the course, when the student has purchased 4 chapters and they've already paid certain slightly good amount, and the student is progressing, maybe the parents will be able to understand. Okay, this is only for few students. A lot of students, just if I had released the full course now, they would have paid up. Okay, so but I don't want to take a chance this time. Chapter wise parents payments will ease the burden, and once the trust in the program is built, they can join the full course. This is the idea. I'm being very practical. Schedule is divided into 59 weeks. This time it will run for 59 weeks. This is not like the 2024 wala where we had parallel teaching. Okay, 2025 people have enough time. So we'll do it 1 week by 1 week. First, we'll finish the entire 11th syllabus. Then we'll go into 12th syllabus next year. Okay, right. You can check the that schedule in the content folder of the course. A weekly planner will be given for each week's syllabus containing the sequence of work to be finished by the student. What does that work mean? It includes when to watch lecture, when to do when to reading from the reading or problems from standard books, and when to do the DPPs, etc. Each week will end with JEE Advanced level 1 hour test of that week's syllabus. Detailed solutions will be released on the same day. Okay, so next. Other course features like doubt solving group, recording lectures, and DPP sources, etc., are mentioned in the description below the course. Okay, so each chapter wise course will also have all these details, so don't worry. And please DM me if you have any further queries, is what I wrote for those finding this PDF somewhere in some Telegram group or something like that. So this is the week wise split. Again, this is back. So this is how I split 16 chapters for 11th and 17 to 24. This number represents the sequence. So 40 weeks for 11th, 12, 19 weeks for 12th. So right now, each of these will be available in sequence as chapters. Okay, right. This line represents the end of mechanics up till rotation. So I'm expecting mostly the full batch to be formed by the end of this part. Okay. So also the same syntax that I asked you to look at. So you will have here 08 JE 2025 in that case, rotational mechanics. So like I explained, so that would be the way to check for the course when you're buying it. So this is the week-wise schedule. Let me enlarge it a bit for you. Yeah. Oh. So week 1 starts at May 1st, 2023, basic maths and vectors, runs for 2 weeks. And then we move on to the kinematics. It runs for 3 weeks, as you could see. Dates are clearly mentioned. So right now, since full batch is not formed, you will expect the kinematics to release here. And after 3 weeks of kinematics is done, this is relative motion. Kinematics third week is done. Week 6 will be, or week 7 will be start of Newton's laws of motion, like that. So I'll release as if we are having a full batch. So some student might skip kinematics and buy Newton's laws directly. So it all depends. And I've seen many number of times what happens is students buy something called as friction. They miss the Newton's laws of motion, and then they realize that my teaching is good and maybe I they should buy Newton's laws. And I've seen people jumping back and forth and buying everything. That's why I want you people also to settle down by the time I finish mechanics. Okay, so then once I also get that confidence that enough number of students are there, then I can launch the full batch. Okay, so right now chapter wise all these things will get released. So you can go ahead and let me go to the end. I have given Dashera holidays in the back, the break for me also. But I will be busy with other aspirants, 2024 aspirants. So this is for the first time teaching, right? So all this, there's no parallel teaching here. 11th will get finished first completely, right? And then I have given Pongal or Sankranti holidays in January, 1 week. And then I have kept a 2 month break because different states have different exam procedures. Okay, so break for 11th board exams for the entire February and March. Okay, right. And see, you can see ray optics, which is the 11th class syllabus according to my week wise split, which is the week 38, gets over on 4th of February 2024. Once you're done with the break, during the break also some students will tend to join, right? Maybe at that time they saw this video and they're going to join. They'll have all the recordings available by that time. And I'm pretty sure by this time I would have launched that full batch or full that thumbnail. This thumbnail in that app will be available at that time. So all the folders will be put into that. All chapters folders will be put into that anyways. So we'll be talking to the full batch students. Now, week 39 onwards, you could see again, 1st April onwards, the things will continue. We are still in ray optics at the time because the split did not happen exactly. So we finish and wave optics starts somewhere around 15th April, right? I call that as second year onwards. Then electrostatics, we keep going. We need to go up till 59 weeks, right? So last 3 weeks, I've kept it exclusively for EM waves, communication systems, diffraction of light, polarization of light, all that. So I should have removed communication systems. I'll correct it. Okay, so communication systems is not there in your JEE advanced syllabus. So I mean newly added syllabus part. I'll put it here. Okay, all of that, including entropy. So this one I have to reprint. All that extra JEE advanced syllabus that has been added from JEE advanced 2023, I'll put up in this 3 weeks. So that's the agenda at the end. And again, please be careful with the thumbnails. Whether you are 2024 aspirants or 2025 aspirants, you need to check out for this thumbnail, right? So let me close this one, right? And like I said, this will be how the thumbnails will get released. So basic math and vectors, first chapter, kinematics, second chapter, Newton's laws of motion, third chapter, so on and so forth. Okay, and merging will be done later in months' time during mechanics. All chapter-wise purchases will be refunded when the courses are joined. Some students might say, okay, sir, I don't want basic maths, I don't want kinematics, I don't want Newton's laws of motion. Right now itself, even though you're a 2025 aspirant, you want to purchase, let's say, rotation. You're very confident, you took coaching from somewhere else. You have a choice for that also. You can go to the 2024 chapters, 2024 chapter-wise courses are there. No, you can buy them. They are also eligible for refund. Any detailed course, 24 or 25, you are eligible for refund when you purchase the full course. Please understand that. So 2025 aspirants may also go for the chapter-wise courses of 2024 detailed course with these thumbnails that you can see. So read the thing very carefully in case someone wants to go ahead in the syllabus, because 2025 chapters will release according to the schedule, no? But 2024 people are ahead, so you already have the let's say center of mass and collision 7th chapter available, you buy this. I'll refund this amount only. Whatever amount that is you are paying, you will get that amount only refunded whenever you take the 24 uh, detailed course or a 25 detailed course. Refunds are still applicable when full course is launched for 2025 people. Okay. So just keep these numbers and these chapters in mind whenever you are searching for it. For detailed ones. Crash course, you won't have this number. Crash course is separate sequence, as I told you. This is for detailed course sequences. Okay. For either 24 or 25 aspirants. Okay, so let's have a look at the syllabus planner. I already showed you. Weekly planner also you will be able to see similar to the one that you have for JEE Advanced. Okay, so let me check if I had put that planner. So if you go into the weekly planner of, let's say, let's try gravitation. Okay, gravitation is the recent one. Huh. So if you go into gravitation content, let's go into the second week. So in the second week, these are the DPP's weekly planner reading assignment. So maybe you can go into the weekly planner. This is the weekly planner for the detailed course. I show you the weekly planner of a crash course. No, this is how a detailed course weekly planner looks like. Some problem with internet. It's opening. So this is the weekly planner. You could see for a detailed course, weekly planner is even more comprehensive. Okay. So I tell you when to watch the first two lectures, then you go to Resnick and Halliday edition 10. You make a reading for this section. Okay. So if you don't have edition 10 also, this section will match in any edition. And maybe page numbers will not, but the section will match. Then you go to HC Verma, you have a small amount of reading. Now don't give pages and pages of reading. So whatever you read here, this will complement the reading here along with my lectures. Okay. So if I like a certain wordings or presentation of a topic in HC Verma over Resnick, I'll use this. So it all depends. It's not like I have to give everything from every book. It's not that. There's a order. There is a meaning to the order also I'm giving. Then you solve these problems. Even in objective one, I did not choose 1, 2, 3, 4 because they are already either part of my teaching or part of my DPP or problem solving. So that's how painstakingly I have selected the problem so that your sequence of doing things is valid. Okay, so on Tuesday, finish the pending work of previous DPPs. And Tuesday plus Wednesday, I've given a break for the lectures. You have to do problem solvings and the reading assignments. Okay, so there will be reading assignments also. Some of the pending and relevant ones of rotation. Rotation is the previous week of gravitation. No? They will also be added. You can check it out in the folder. And then lecture 3 you watch. You have some books. If these books are not famous, I'll give you the scanned copies of those. You could see I'm asking you to read some important points. This is a book which is a nice complement to the NCRT textbook. NCRT doesn't explain everything in detail, right? So whichever parts lack explanations, we take from help from this particular nice book. See, NCRT exemplar problems are also marked what you're supposed to do. Day wise, day wise. This is called a weekly planner. Okay, weekly planner contains days, right? And lecture 4. NCRT also points to ponder which points you are supposed to read with page numbers. Then Ashish Arora's book. See, whether you follow Ashish Arora's Physics Galaxy or Anurag Mishra or Sengage, it doesn't matter. It's more about what you choose to follow from that. Okay. So, according to my teaching, my work, these are the examples that I would like you to do from that particular book. So you could see that I have selected only 6.10 and 6.21. Does it mean Aurora sir's middle problems are not good? No, they are good. But I've already completed them in some fashion or the other in the other parts of my weekly planner. So I could have done this with Anurag Mishra sir's book or BM Sharma's Engage. All those are nice books. I chose this one. Okay, so this complements well with my teaching. Remember, my without my teaching, these things can be useful, but the full value of this weekly planner would be there with my teaching and my DPP. So DPP 1 means my printed problems, not just taken from the books, but also my creations and also some of the questions my exam students would have written in the last 10 years. They would have committed errors, all those things. And also I said some questions from Pathfinder, Some questions from SPT and Irido and some standard Olympiads have been modified and put into this. Again, they will contain levels also. So you finish the lecture watching Saturday, lecture 5. Then Irido selected problems of that particular week. All this while, every day, doubts group will be open. You will keep posting your doubts. I'll answer the doubts. How I answer doubts also in the last video, I have already explained. Today also, I'll quickly review that part. And on the Sunday, you write the weekend test. So this is how the weekly planner is nicely designed for you. Okay. So this is for the 2025. So you could reading assignments will be presented inside this folder. So how are the refunds done? Already this is explained last video. I'll quickly go through it. So if you are knowing this and already some of you have got refunds for the 2024 courses, you can skip this part of the video. Right? Who are eligible? Students who take the chapter-wise courses of any part, whether it is detailed or crash. When they convert to the full batch of that course, they are available. So you have taken a detailed rotation course, then you are taking a detailed full course of that particular 24 or 25, you will be getting the refund of this. If you have taken rotation in a crash course chapter wise, then you convert to crash course full batch, then that would be refunded. So I've just created a nice picture, right? So 2024 detailed courses, you bought these two, let's suppose. You could see the old thumbnail, I'll change anyways. And let's say you are planning to either go into 2024 detailed, or even you can purchase these and go into 2025 detailed course. What's the difference between these two? The eligibility. This 2024 will available till 24 JEE Advanced, and 25 will be available um, till the 25 JEE Advanced. So this will be there for a greater period of time for you people. And will there be any difference? Maybe small difference in the 10% changes I'll make in the DPPs. So for 2025, when I take the DPPs, I'll take the doubt solving of 2024 students in my app. So I would have written down all the famous doubts that students have asked in the last 1 year, right? In these courses, I'll put them here. That's it. Teaching wise, lectures also 99% of them will be the same. So you can choose either this or this. Okay. So 2 year validity is there. So this will be slightly expensive as compared to this one, even these courses also. Not much, not much. So 25, you can choose these and go into this one or this one, depending on till what point you want to keep the course with you. Now I put two double lines, so there's no crossover from here. If you are only choosing chapter wise of crash course, you can get converted to the chapter wise, the crash course batch completely. So you can't purchase this and ask for a refund when you're purchasing this. Please understand. Okay. Right. Okay. So apply the coupon code. What is the procedure? You purchase either the detailed course of 2024 or in future 2025, or you purchase the crash course of JEE Advanced 2024, you get it for 8,999, I told you, right? And they will be eligible for refunds. Only if you take 12th course, that refund is not available. But if you are taking, let's say, electrostatics in 2024, and then you want to convert to only 12th class for which electrostatics is part, then it is available there. Okay. So also 2025 detailed course, once it is launched, there also you'll be eligible for the refunds. Okay. So the process is very simple. Last time also I explained. Once you buy these chapters with the proper syntax and all that, and you are, let's say, student name Newton, you will get a receipt in your DM of your app, and then you request saying that my name is Newton. Please GPay this much amount because I have bought kinematics and rotation for this, and total round off is this. I'll cross verify whether the student has done that, and I'll refund it. So I'll show you an example of the recent refund that I have made. So there's a person who sent the name of the GPay account holder. He's purchased NLM, basic maths, kinematics, friction, circular motion, all these for this much amount, and total refund he told me is 8,600, and he asked me to check. I checked it. I didn't post that picture. To the same person with the same GPay number, I have sent the 8,600, and once after I verified it by April 5th, I sent. I think this message was sent to me 2 or 3 days later. So all the refunds would be done within 2 or 3 days. So that's it. That's how the refunds are done. So this is the slide where I showed you the crash course review by a student. So you can go to this January 26th video where I launched the batch 2 of last year's crash course, and you see the pin comment. he has discussed pros and cons of the course, right? So most of them are pros. The cons also, right, are there. For students who skip studying, students who don't want to work hard, they might think of it as cons, but there are not many cons. So you could see how I explain each and every doubt he has mentioned. It's the fourth point. You can read the entire review there. And how I do the doubt solving, this has been explained many times. I'm tired of explaining, but since this is a business aspect of the video, I have to go through. So whenever a student in the doubts group ask a question like this, I either type the answer if it is typable, or if you require a audio, I'll use either Hindi or English. If you type in English, I speak in English. If you type in Hindi, I'll speak in Hindi. So he's asking me whether conservation of angular momentum is applicable or not. This is the audio file, and he will be able to listen to this. Okay. Third way is either typing or audio will not be sufficient. A tough problem like this, I've already taken the video solution of this in our YouTube channel, negative resistance method and all that, that you cannot explain using my voice or just typing in English, right? There, I write the entire thing on my in my notebook or somewhere, and I take the snapshot of this like this, and I post it like this. You'll be able to uh, get a very good idea. I generally present my problem in a detailed manner. So these are three ways in which doubts are solved every day, every day. So the crash course students or detailed students, if your JEE advanced exam is in 2024, I'll be available till 2024 in the talks group. And if it is exam 2025, then I'll be available till that point. Okay. And there are certain rules in the doubts group. I don't want it to become a Telegram group. That's why I don't maintain Telegram groups. Our doubts group is a serious study group. There is no chit chatting. There is no name calling. You are not supposed to insult others. You can help each other in a very respectable manner, like physicists do, proper physics students. Even I am a physics student. I see myself as a learner every year. I become better and better every year. Okay, so my course of 2024, I make I work really hard to make it better than 2023 last year. Okay, even though I got good reviews on 2023, whatever small errors that were there in our DPPs, I'm going to correct it this year. I'll add better questions in them. I remove the error prone questions in that. That's how I become better. So I want the group also to be better. So non-physics doubts and queries like this, right? If off-topic things you want to ask, you DM me. Don't use the group, because everyone will get pinged and unnecessarily for your doubt. So I respectfully tell them, please DM me if non-physics question is there. It's like, sir, I am getting distracted by this. I am not able to plan this. You want a dilemma to be answered. I'll give you my phone number also. You can directly talk to me. So don't disturb people in the doubts group. Okay. And doubts group will be with the name of your course only. You'll see the chat section. Once you pay, you will be added to a group there. Okay, so what are the upcoming launches? This is a slide I've been doing in reverse now. 2023 final step is announced, struck off. 2024 crash course also is announced. Now students have 2024 detailed course is also announced. 2024 all chapter wise availabilities are also made. JEE Advanced 2025 full detailed course now I would say is announced, but I have not struck it off completely because it is still available only in chapter wise. We are starting off our teaching on May 1st. I count it as the start of the syllabus, but I'll strike this off once I get those 100 students to form a batch. Okay, right. But all the features will still be the same. Okay, right. So that's it. And free YouTube videos. I think my 300th video is pending. So 300, I request you to watch the 100th and 200th videos which were connected. So I try to connect the 300th video and finish off the trilogy. I should say trilogy of the videos. So 300th video is coming. So please stay tuned. So just a reminder, like I do in my teaching, just that you don't get confused. For 2024 aspirants, now what are there in my app? A full detailed 60-week course. I put a star because it's not 60 week from now. We do parallel teachings to finish 11th and 12th. And full crash course of 14 weeks is also now available. First batch is announced. And each of these will also have chapter wise available. So whenever you purchase chapters and you want to join the full courses, refunds are available. I put a line. 2025 aspirants, they have only a detailed 60-week plan. Now it is released. May 1st onwards, you will start. And right now, only chapter wise are available. I will announce the full coming thing soon. Very, very soon. I am expecting it to be nearly 1 month before I get those 100 students. Okay. So I hope you appreciate the fairness in which I am announcing everything. Right. Please make sure you check the thumbnails. If you have any doubt, just DM me in the app. Right. It's 2025 aspirants. Look out for this thumbnail. Syllabus plans, again reminding 2024 people, 11th and 12th together will get over the last day of November. So please, again, 2024 students, go for the detailed course. Once you are done with your detailed course, I'll form a separate batch for a crash course for those who are in detailed course. Okay, so that crash course will be slightly different. I'll design the lectures in slightly different manner to the one that I'm going to start now. Okay, so in that one, I'll assume that you have gone through my detailed course. Whereas the current crash course, I'll try to make it slightly by in a detailed manner. Like current crash course, when a student starts his syllabus on May 1st, I'm assuming that he's starting from almost basic. So there will be a slight difference. Obviously, difference in price will be there at that time. So all detailed course students who are coming in 2024 now will be given a huge discount in the special crash course batch 2 or 3 starting in December. Right. So if you have already purchased the detailed course 2024, don't purchase the crash course now. Simple. There's a teacher who is telling you not to purchase. Okay, right. You can join the crash course from December with a solid base. Content and DPPs will be different from the detailed course. Okay, and if you are a dropper and watching this in future and you are having any dilemma, even after explaining in such detail, there is a chance you might have missed something in my language or presentation. Please DM me in the PhysicsSirjee app. I'll be happy to resolve your issues. And usual discussions in the device, one device per student. Don't try to take snapshots. Screen recording is illegal, so don't do that. If you are getting banned for not following the process, then please email me in the physicsssirjee@gmail.com. Okay, so for all the other rules, details, everything, go to the app launch video. I launched my app on October 13, 2022. So scroll in the YouTube video section or in the I button, I'll put that app launch video so you can go through that. I don't know why these slides keep coming. I last time also I put some slide, I forgot what to say. So I'll tell you later why this thing has come. So maybe you can remind me in the comment section what I mean to talk about this. So forget it. So last time I showed this slide and I said web viewing is limited and all that. Now, first of all, first important thing, our uh, app is not just limited to Android phones now onwards. It is going to be iOS enabled. How to do that is in the description or the pin comment. You will be able to make out. Web viewing of lectures is also now available for all courses. And also, please don't use mobile simulator browsers. Those who use, they know what they are. Okay. Try to use browsers like Chrome or Microsoft Edge, which are standard ones. Don't use Brave browser. If you use, you will get banned. Okay. And if I am sleeping at that time, your work hours will be wasted. Okay. So by chance you get banned for some reason, maybe system also might do a mistake, just mail me here. Okay, and then let me know. I'll unban you personally. Okay? I need a laptop to unban you. So if I'm outside somewhere with only phone, I can't unban you. So just try to be patient at that time. Very less bannings are happening nowadays. People are following the rules. 3,000 odd downloads now, 3,300 as I speak. And every day, one or two students get banned. Only one or two on an average. Okay, so that's it. We have reached the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're new student and you want to question why I should pay to access my courses. Then please do watch the 270 odd physics videos I have produced over 3 years. Maybe it will take more than 2 months for you to finish them. Once you're done watching them, some of you will be enlightened after 4 or 5 videos. Some of you require 2 months to open your eyes and see what kind of content is going on in this particular channel, then you will definitely be willing to pay and study under me. Remember, when you are trying to get something free, right? You're not actually getting it for free. You're paying and you're paying attention. That means you're paying by your time. Time is your currency, not money. So the time that you lose on free but substandard content will never come back. So please understand that when you pay something, you pay interest also. Remember, I'm not talking about interest money, I'm talking about your mind's interest. So when you pay something and you have a schedule for that, you show interest in studying, you study to a plan and you reach your goal. I know financial constraints of different students are different. Some students are rich, some students are poor. I know that. But you should also understand when you're going for a free course, are you getting it for free just like that? Or are you getting the time wasted in that? Please ask yourself that. And that answer will be there once you watch my content on the Physics Surgery YouTube channel. You just go through. After 10 days, you come back to me, DM me your difficulties and all that. I'll consider. Okay. All the best. See you in the next video.